Good day, everybody. This is Get It, Got It Good, and I am your host, Naja Wilhite Carter. Today, we are talking to the CEO creator of Dreams and Jammies, Simone Edmonson. You guys, I'm really excited about this because, as you know, I am a mother. I have multiple girls, and when you go to the store, and you look at pajamas, they don't represent, us as an African American culture. So I am happy today, finally, to talk to you, Simone, because I know and you know that we need more representation in the market. And that is what you are doing. You're giving out little girls and little boys things to look up to, images that they can relate to and be proud of. So Simone, say hi to the people.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. And it's just such an honor and a pleasure to talk with you about our company and what we're doing and just talk about our future and what we have planned. It's so exciting. So exciting.
Absolutely. So you guys, before we dig into a conversation with Simone, I definitely want to take the time out to say thank you to my sponsors and, of course, my networks, which are WBGR Network and Total Entertainment Radio. And the sponsors, as always, is Dance Solutions Youth Outreach, Mission Dance Works, One Man Sharpens Another, Merlin Prep Academy, you guys. Nothing but love for you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor or marketing or any of the networks, definitely reach out to the show at getitgotitgood3@gmail.com. But we're not here for that right now. We are here to talk to you, Simone. So let me ask you, what made you decide to start designing sleepwear for the African American youth population?
Oh yeah, it's a story. Let me give you a little bit of background about myself. So I've had many businesses. I've over the past 20 years, and I've had a bakery. I baked cakes. I sold handbags. I had a carpet cleaning business. I had a juice bar, Simone's Juice Bar. I've had oh my gosh, a number of businesses. But I've always quit, and so about 2 years ago, I had an idea to create some shoes. I said, we need Black girl images on some shoes. We're lacking. So I had that in my head about there's no representation, but I didn't know what product to put it on. So I thought about shoes. So that didn't pan out. It just didn't work out. So Dreams and Jammies came out of a conversation with my sister. She has a set of twins, 6-year-old twins. Came out of a conversation. We were just talking, and my sister was like, you should do pajamas instead of shoes. We were like, yeah, that's a great idea. We never see pajamas in Walmart or Target. And if we do, they're frozen. What's the Disney characters frozen? There's no Black princesses. We have one, I think, the Princess and the Frog. That's our Black princess. And even when there are images of mermaids or unicorns, they're all white. We never see ourselves in any kind of characters. So I went out, I looked at Target. I wanted to make sure. I got online. I said, there's no one doing this. No one doing it. I said, this is perfect. This meets the need that our community requires. And it's something that I'm totally passionate about. I have a Black daughter. I'm a Black female myself, and I don't want to offend anybody, but when my daughter was growing up, I looked for things with images of her that look like her, and I still couldn't find them. My daughter's 22 years old. So I remember being in the store, seeing a Disney character and deciding not to buy it because representation was so important to me raising my daughter. I always wanted to know who she was and to be confident in herself. So that's kind of the gist of how it came about. And it's just, we actually sold out in 3 days.
And I can definitely believe that because you're right. There is no representation.
There's nothing. We have absolutely no inventory. And it's such a blessing. People are starting to find out about us even more. And I'm getting so many positive comments like, this is what people are looking for our children. And it's really doesn't it come at a perfect time, like what we're going through right now?
Absolutely.
That we're in. And so right now, I'm really, really focusing on restocking the store, expanding the brand, not only pajamas. I have socks in the works right now with little black girls on it. I have a backpack coming, a little plush backpack with, like a stuffed animal type material with a black girl on it. Because even with book bags or any other accessory we have, we see ourselves. We barely see ourselves on greeting cards.
And the only images that we normally see of ourselves are not positive imagery.
Are not positive. So, some of the feedback and I'm getting, and I know this isn't a surprise because you're a mother of Black children. One of my best friends, her granddaughter refuses to take the pajamas off. She just wants to keep them on at all times. One little girl, her mom sent a video. She actually thought that her mom bought the pajamas for her. She thought that her mom made that image, that's really her. She really believes it. That's her. So it's just wonderful, the feedback that we're getting back from parents, and grandmothers are loving this stuff. So I'm so excited. It's such a blessing.
It's definitely business 101. They always say find a niche and fill it. And then you're not working when you are following your passion at that. And you were able to luckily marry the two, and more people would be blessed if they could marry their passion with the niche market. So where do you see the companies going? Because you sold out in 3 days, which means there is a big demand, a big need. So how do you see yourself, moving along in the future as far as your vision for the company?
Well, my vision, basically, I want to touch every item in the sleepwear department. I want to go to gowns. That's next. Because right now I have a short sleeve, 2-piece pajama set. I need to get long sleeves in. I need to expand to larger sizes. I have preteen coming. I have boys that I've already got 3 designs that I'm working on right now with production, because our boys, our Black boys need this too. They need to see themselves in a positive light. The other thing that I'm doing with my pajama line is that I'm sending messages. Dreams and Jammies, a lot of my messages are about dreaming and that you can be or do anything that you put your mind to. One of my affirmations that I truly believe, and I say it on a day-to-day basis, is my mind has the power to create what it sees. So when our children see themselves in positive images, this is good for their future. They need to believe in themselves, and our boys need this too. I have one pajama design. It says "Dream Big, Little King." That's one of them. I want to not only have fun images and little images to go to bed, but I also want some positive images that our parents could sit down and talk to their kids at night before they put them to bed and talk about these positive images on their pajama set. They could make up stories. They could do a lot. So that's coming, I even had some moms say they need pajamas.
Yeah. I would totally rock some pajamas.
You put some Black girl magic on some PJs. So all of that's coming. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the expansion and how this happened, because, a lot of times when you are a small business and you come up with ideas and you want to start a business, money is always a factor.
Absolutely.
It's a huge factor. You can give an idea to a family member and ask them for $10 to support. They'll look at you like you're crazy, let alone go to the bank and ask for money. So
you can preach on that one.
Yeah, really, it's true. So what I had to do is, this has been in the making for 2 years. I knew I was going to do this 2 years ago. So I started saving money, and this is just to encourage people that want to start a business. I started saving money. I started putting $500 aside every time I got paid. Now that was a sacrifice, I couldn't go to certain restaurants when I wanted or buy whatever I needed to do. But hey, it was worth it. So I set aside the money and I ended up saving up enough money to place my first order. So I couldn't go to a manufacturer and say, I want 10 pajamas. You have to order a huge quantity of pajamas. So you have to have money. So that's what I did to encourage people I just started stashing away money and stashing away money. And then I just wanted to start. It was important to me to start my business without debt. That was just so important to me.
So for the business owner, especially minority business owner, a lot of the times that is our only option, because as we know, the banks and institutions lend us money at the the least. It's hard for us to get bank financing, yes. Right?
Yes.
But I believe that is a blessing in disguise, because like you said, you have to learn how to save and accumulate, and then you have to pour into yourself, and you got to pay it forward in order to reap those benefits. But that's guess what? Like you said, you're debt free, and you learned how to, negotiate and bootstrap and do all of these skills in order to make your business where you want it to go. So I think instead of just looking at the glass half empty, that a lot of times you can look at it half full and just realize by saving your own money, you've learned so many skills and you are debt free. So I love that about the business.
Yeah. Now everybody, that route may not work for some people. Mm-hmm. But hey, it worked for me. And I'm not going to knock a 9 to 5, hey, my 9 to 5 helped fund my dream. I worked for a major insurance company for 20 years. And I just found out that my last day of work is going to be November 25th. I was laid off. So the timing was perfect. It's all in divine timing. And we all have our own time, And
absolutely. Yeah. And I think a lot of people, if they love their 9 to 5, that's fine, but they also have goals and dreams. But it's a good thing that you had a plan B. You was already working on your plan B, not even realizing it was a plan B. It just so happened.
Exactly. So, because let me tell you, if they didn't let me go, I probably still would be working, because that's just how I am, But hey, it works out. Now I have more time to devote to the company. I have more time to create, more time to expand. And then if I do, since I'm building, if I do need to borrow money, I can prove what I've done so far, So I'm not going to knock borrowing money. I'm not going to knock, getting a small business loan. It's just the route that I took. That was my way,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's planning. I know a lot of business owners who got into business and don't have the planning process down. And so when they come up to the hurdles and the growing pains, they don't know the route that they want to take or the options. And a lot of times in order to expand, you do have to have an influx of money, whether it is from saving or whether it's from a funding source. And both are okay, just as long as you plan. So with that being said, and what you mentioned earlier about having to go to the manufacturer and buy in bulk, right? Yeah. How does that go into your expansion plan? Because that is going to take a lot of money. Are you going to go the route of, selling online? Are you going to open up a brick and mortar? Do you want to, be a distributor for like major stores like a Walmart and Target? How does that work for you?
That's our ultimate goal, is Target. My niece, she says it all the time. She works with me because we did this together. It's a family business, my husband, my niece. And we've been saying that from the beginning, that we're going to be in Target. So I don't have any interest in opening up a brick and mortar. I'm going to be honest. I do believe that the future is e-commerce. It's just personal belief. And I'm pretty sure we're going to stick to being online, but we do have, we don't really joke around. We're serious about this Target thing. So,
and if you speak it into existence, it will come about, those affirmations.
Yes.
So let me ask you. Okay. So first of all, you guys, I want you to realize that all successful business people have had many business failures prior to the success. And so you've tried a few things. I've tried a few things. That is part of the learning curve. But one of the things that you've also said is that you've developed your mind. And I know that because you spoke of affirmations, and just talking to normal people every day, they're not really necessarily aware of the power of words, and what you
Yes.
say
Yeah.
creates your future. So who introduced you? How did you understand the power of words or get introduced to affirmations?
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. It's the Bible. People realize that everybody likes to talk about the secret. The secret gets their information from the Bible. I'm telling you, God's word is right there. So that's where I get it from. And and also I do read a lot of books. There's a good book I would suggest. It's called Conscious Language. I can't think of the author's name. I have it, but I could share that with you at the end. But yeah, that's just what I believe. People could believe whatever they want to believe, but that's just my belief.
Oh yeah, and it goes to your subconscious, and this is why I love the fact that you put the positive messages on the backs and on the pajamas in general, because if boys and girls see themselves as kings and queens, it's going into their subconscious, and you walk a little different, you hold your head a little different, you tolerate things differently because you think of yourself at a higher standard. And if you can implant that seed in a child from an early age, and you'll see as they grow the differences and the different choices they make based on that internal subconscious belief that they don't even know is there, or may not even be aware is there. And so that's a powerful message that you're sending to the kids.
Yes, yes. I'm telling, our words are so powerful. I mean, what does the Bible say about us? That we're little gods. We can speak things into existence. And I believe that. It's so true. I've seen it. I've experienced it. I know it to be true. I know it to be true. So like I said, my mind has the power to create what it sees.
Absolutely.
Whatever we see, we can create it. Whatever we can imagine, we can create it.
All right, you guys. And on that positive note, we got to take a break. So you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, you guys. If you are just joining us, I am talking to CEO of Dreams and Jammies, Simone Edmonson. You guys, this is a pajama line that just speaks volumes for our youth and implants positive things in their minds, and they get to see themselves on the pajamas, seeing themselves in their own image on pajamas. So it's a wonderful thing. But Simone, just telling people that it's a pajamas that represents the African American community. It puts us in a positive light. That's all fine and good and dandy. But a lot of the times, unfortunately, when we talk to each other, like you said earlier, ask your family for, $10 to put towards your dream, and they're like, oh, no. Because a lot of times we don't support one another. That's first and foremost. But second of all, all of it is not because we like to hate on each other, but some of it is because of quality of work. And unfortunately, a lot of times, quality of work can be subpar. So can you tell the viewers about the pajamas themselves? Like, what are they made of and things like that?
Yes. And I'm gonna tell you a little story. So when, to viewers that are looking to start their own businesses, there's a lot of trial and error. I mean, I had to deal with several manufacturers before I found the right one. Um, I had to, I had so many samples. Oh my God, I had to wash them. Thank God my sister has daughters. So she would let them wear them for a while. I would have to see if they faded in the wash, if they fit the size. It's just so much you have to think about. So, just going through that process, it takes time, but it's all a learning curve. I remember, um, people say fake it till you make it, and Lord knows I faked it till I make it because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning every day. Every day something pops up. I'm like, okay, well, I just learned that,
Yep.
because, it does take time. This stuff doesn't happen overnight. And, um, and back to what you said about, and I know what you're saying, because we do support each other, but we do have to have a good product.
Exactly.
Because you can have a good idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I could have had a good idea about a African American pajama line, but they could have been made out of paper,
Yeah.
and they could be $50, and nobody gonna buy them because they're too expensive. You know,
Yeah.
it's a lot that we have to consider when we pursue our business, and because I do think in general people are going to support you if you have a good product.
If you have a good product, exactly. So it's just about what you attract. And a lot of times
Mhm.
you got to have your work speak volumes for you.
Yeah, you really do. And like I said, I'm still learning. Like I was telling you when we talked, did I talk to you? Maybe I talked to someone else about it. I'm getting confused, but because you pay for quality assurance, right? But some
Mm-hmm.
quality assurance fails. And I remember just the other day I opened up a package, and I saw something I didn't like. It was minor, but those are some things that you have to consider. Like it's a learning process. So everything's not going to be perfect, but hey, every day I work hard, and I do see the company growing, and that we're going to touch more and more little Black girls and little Black boys and make a difference in their lives. We eventually start, getting into different charities and giving away things. That's something I really do want to do. Um, you know, right now we're just starting out. It's money, but I would love to be able to, give pajamas to hospitals and, orphanages, just stuff like that. That's coming. It's, because we have to give back.
Yeah, most definitely. And
And
like you said, you live and you learn, you plan, you adjust, you plan, you adjust, you execute, you readjust, you do those things. And that's just part of the growth process.
yeah, I just tell you a little bit about the pajamas. They're 100% cotton. They're comfy, snug fit. The tagless in the back, because that could be an irritant to our babies.
Yeah.
Simple material. I do consider the pajamas homeware, because especially now with COVID, a lot of our kids are doing homeschool, and also they're perfect for running errands. Like when you have kids, you have to run out to the grocery store. It, they can wear their PJs because they can be worn outside. It looks like an outfit, even though it's pajamas, but it could pass for outfit.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look weird when they're out and about. So just like I said, perfect to run errands. They're affordable. That's one thing that I really, really am, passionate about, is making sure that these pajamas are affordable.
So what does affordable mean? Because I know affordability means different things to different people.
Okay, you know what? That's a good question. Walmart prices.
Yep, that
Okay,
that's very clear.
Walmart prices. So to me, Walmart tends to be the affordable, right? So
Yes.
they start at $14.99. My highest price is $19.99. Now, when I start getting into larger sizes, I probably will have to increase the price just a bit, because when you're dealing with more material, it's not free. So, I don't see us going any higher than $24.99. Let's see, I do have free shipping over $50. That helps with the cost. Also, we are offering 20% if you're first time buyer. So there's a coupon code, is first 20. That's easy to remember, first 20. You get the first 20% off. like I did mention before, we're expanding to boys, larger sizes, preteen, slippers, gowns, long sleeves, warmer material for the folks, the northern folks. You know, we got people in, you said you were in Michigan, it gets really cold. You know, we got to get some warm material. So all that is coming. We like I said, we sold out in 3 days. I have zero pajamas. I have had to give refunds because I had an error in the inventory count. That's another thing that I've learned. Your inventory is so important. Okay, you could be off 1 or 2, and it's just like, oh, you know. So so those are the things that are coming. And I do have bonnets. I did mention that we have bonnets, satin hair bonnets for kids.
Okay. Yeah.
They're adjustable, satin inside and out. They're reversible and adjustable. And I think that's it. Oh, babies are coming. I'm working on some onesies.
That would be it. However, if somebody wants to order, they don't know where to go to order.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You're so very welcome.
Yes. www.dreamsandjammies.com. We are on Instagram under Dreams Jammies on Instagram. We're on Facebook, and we're under Dreams and Jammies on Facebook. Okay. And you can email us if you have any questions at info@dreamsandjammies.com.
Absolutely. So you guys, this is a perfect spot to take a break, because when I come back, I want to talk more about the business side, the back end side. Okay, you guys? So we'll be right back, and then we're going to talk business numbers. All right. Stay with us.
Research suggests that close to 50% of all small businesses go out of business in their first 2 years. Don't let that be you. Join That's My Network LLC today. Here at That's My Network, we strive to help businesses build their brand by offering connections to multiple marketing streams, including promotion across a social media platform that has a growing following of 50,000 nationwide. Let us help build and develop your brand to reach its full potential. For more information, email that'smynetwork@gmail.com. That's My Network, a network that works for you.
Welcome back, you guys. I am still talking to Simone, and we are talking Dreams and Jammies. But being a newer business, there are a lot of things that people would like to know, because a lot of people, especially right now, when job security is an issue, when the economy is having its ups and downs and things like that, that are looking into plan Bs and plan Cs and alternate ways to make income.
Yes.
So as a business, you and I both know that you have to pay in first before you reap the benefits. But part of that goes into marketing and getting your name out there and stuff like that. So how do you go about that? Is it mainly through word of mouth, networking? Do you do like advertisements? How do you go about that?
Yes. So, and I'm blessed enough to have a niece that is in marketing and development. I'm really blessed with that. But we started out with social media. That is huge. We did Instagram, Facebook. I still do this. I actually go through Facebook looking for my audience. So I'm selling pajamas, so I know mothers, women are my audience. So what I do is just find people that have websites or actually have Instagram page with lots of followers that have children. And what I would do is I would comment on their pictures. I still do this. I comment, I like, if I see a influencer, I would DM them and say, would you be interested in collaborating? I've gotten some moms to do that for me, that they've done different, what do they call it on social media? Girl, I sometimes tell my age, but they'll share it. They'll put a, that's free. You don't have to pay for that. And the only thing I do is send them a free set of pajamas and they'll do it for me. That's free. Another thing is that on Instagram, you can pay like $35 for some, like there's some pages called Black Economics or Black Business or Black Women Business on Instagram, and you just DM them and ask them how much they would charge to feature you on their page for a day. That's like $35 to $50. That's free. You get exposure.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some magazines out there that are looking for businesses to highlight. You contact them. That's free. Everything doesn't have to cost a whole lot of money, So those are some of the things that we've been doing. Then if you have family members that are in sororities, or if you have family members that have businesses, or they have a lot of contacts, hey, ask them, would they send out an email blast for you? My sister-in-law just did that for me. She's a member of a sorority. She sent out an email blast to all of her sisters. That's free. So there's so many things that you can do for free. You don't have to have thousands of dollars for advertising. Like
absolutely.
You contacted me. So that's a blessing. Because right now, when I first started out, I didn't have a budget, thousands of dollars to pay for advertising. So use social media. That's my suggestion.
Most definitely. And you got to get creative. Yes. And there's a lot of ways to be creative, to bootstrap, to barter, to do things like that. And to use your resources, your network, your family, and get them, ask for those referrals, ask for them to send out those blasts, or just to mention you to their friends and things like that. And that is free. And those have the best ratios, because usually you trust the people it's not just some cold call or somebody just knocking on your door. It's some type of warm market, and that has the best turnaround. And a lot of times people are like, I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. So what do you say to the entrepreneur who is very introverted or shy and don't really want to reach out and talk to people? What is your advice to them?
Well, I'm one of those people. I'm really, I'm getting used to doing this. This is like my 4th interview. This is not natural to me at all. So, when we spoke, I'm like, is it going to be like a conversation? That's so. And I was talking to someone today about marketing, and she said, you're going to have to do a television interview. I can get you this and that. And my heart just dropped because I'm so scared. But when you believe in something and it's your business, you'd be surprised how your nerve, that you start getting up some nerve and some confidence. And when it's yours, so I'm getting there. So I would just encourage someone that if they're shy, if it's yours, you will change. You will not be that shy person anymore.
Absolutely. Well, and that's great advice. You just, there's fear, but you have to know how to manage that fear and just do it anyway. Because everybody feels fearful.
Yeah. And then people like you, like I'm learning that interviewers, you are so down to earth, and people make you, like, you make me feel comfortable. And
thank you.
Yeah. And I think that's most interviewers, and I would just give someone advice to just conquer your fear and just do it. And that's what I'm going to have to do. Like, television scares me. That scares me. But you know what? If I got the call tomorrow, I would have to do it. I couldn't say no. I can't, because I believe in my brand. So why would I pass up an opportunity to get my brand out there because I have a fear of being on television?
And missing your blessing, right?
Yes. So, yeah.
So this has been fascinating, you guys. I really enjoy having you, Simone, today. I really believe in your product. I think it's absolutely fabulous. I always interview people that I think my audience could either relate to or learn from, or support. And definitely, I would love for you guys to go out, check out her website, check out her social media platforms, definitely support. Now, I got a question for you, because it is going fast. what happens if someone orders? Do you have like a backlog? Could you get on okay, when it's available, we'll send it? How does that work?
Yeah, great question. So we do encourage everyone to email subscribe, because we're going to be sending out email blasts as soon as our inventory is replenished. Any updates that we have on an inventory, we're going to be sending out email blasts. So I do suggest that. The other thing is that we just added a pre-order tab to the website today. So it's totally an option that if you're willing to wait for the product and not take the chance of it being sold out again, you do have the option of pre-ordering. Now, with that being said, I am a new business, so this is something that I hope that our audience understands. Is, I thought in my mind that I had enough inventory, and I didn't. So when you go back to a manufacturer and say, hey, I need such and such, they can't really get it to you in 2 weeks. It's gonna take some time. So I may not be fully stocked by Christmas, but I will be fully stocked next year. So I placed some orders. So hopefully I will have some more pajamas in about 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. But there definitely is a pre-order option if you're comfortable with that, if you're willing to wait. And I do have some new designs posted on the site, some really cute designs. We have a really cute melanin princess. She's adorable. She has 2 ponytails with 4C hair. She has a crown on her head, and she has this beautiful dress that flares out. It looks like a quinceañera dress, and it's colorful and it's beautiful, and it has melanin princess going across it. She's adorable. She's going to come in several different colors. And then we have one on our boys design. We have a cute little boy laying down in the bed, because our kids don't like going to bed at night. So he's got open and one eye closed. And he's saying a 99% not sleepy. He's just adorable. He's got his little kinky hair. And we got a superhero, a super ready for bed little boy. We do have a unicorn girl. She's hers dream like a unicorn.
What would go good with all of these little images would be a bedtime storybook to go with the little tiny.
I'm going to leave that to the authors though, because that's one thing. I'm going to stay in my lane. My niece always tells me this: stay in your lane. Because I asked her to help me with packaging. She said, no, I'm staying in my lane. So I am.
Right, but I mean, like, you can always collab with an author and
that's true.
Utilize your images from your shirts and from your pajamas and stuff, and you guys can partnership and make that money together.
So someone needs to call me about that, because that'd be awesome. A great idea. So so we're excited about the brand. We have so much to do. This is something our community needs. And I can't thank everyone enough for the support that I've been given over the past, 3 months. We launched in August. We've only been open 3 months in just the love and support. So I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep pushing. We're going to get more products. I promise to be fully stocked in the future. And I'm just excited. And I'm
excited for you, and I'm excited for all the little kids. I'm definitely excited for the platform of you giving little brown babies a positive imagery and positive mindset. So I definitely applaud that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm so humbled, and I'm just so thankful. God has been so good. It's such a blessing.
Absolutely. And so you guys definitely follow Dreams and Jammies across all social media platforms. And of course, you can follow me across all social media platforms at Get It Got It Good G3, or you can follow me personally at Naja, NYSIA Carter, or Naja Wilhite. WILHITE. And you guys, I can't wait for all of the fun shows for season 3. So definitely stay tuned. Tune in to WBGR Health and Wellness every Wednesday morning at 11:30 a.m. and Total Entertainment Radio weeknight 6 p.m. for my show. You guys, thank you for joining us. Simone, thank you for being here with me tonight. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem. Peace out, you guys. Nothing but love for you.
BG Records presents Lionel and Leslie. It's Praise Him.
Call me crazy when I lift my hands to the Most High.
Nielsen Top 100 Gospel Singles Chart.
And I don't know why. I know the truth about Him. He saved my soul and He saved my life. This is why I praise Him.
Yeah. Nielsen number 1 Gospel Internet Radio Chart.
Just because they don't know all the mess He's seen me through. See, He's an awesome God there when I need Him and there on time. This is why I praise Him.
Number 4 Billboard Most Added Indicator Chart.
For my mother, father, brother, sister too.
And He came and held my hand. He led the way. Oh my
Download your copy today. It's Lionel and Leslie. Praise Him.